All right, back for another beer review, and today I'm reviewing yet another beer from the Thin Man Brewery, and they're out of Buffalo, New York, and this is their Pills Mafia. So this is a German-style Pilsner, comes in at 4.9% alcohol by volume, no IBUs listed, and at the time of review, this is approximately 5 weeks old. So, a little bit of background on the name of this beer and the beer in general. So Pills Mafia is a play on the hashtag Bills Mafia, which is very popular among Buffalo Bills fans of the National Football League on social media. The hashtag itself originated many years ago. It originally started out as a joke, but has kind of morphed and evolved into a term to describe Bills fans on social media. Even when new Bills players, whether they were signed as free agents or drafted, they will always include the hashtag because Bills Mafia is pretty much Bills fans. But anyway, Thin Man wanted to create a beer for football Sundays in Western New York that you could take tailgating to a Bills game, or you could drink at home during the Bills game. And they decided upon a 4.9% German-style Pilsner. The one cool thing about this beer is the label pays homage to the Bills Mafia. And what I mean by that, it has little nods and nuggets. There's a picture of the streaker from, I think it was a year ago or a couple years ago during the Saints game against the Bills. They also have an individual being put through a table. And if you follow anything in relation to Bills Mafia on social media, you will understand that at tailgate parties and before Bills games, people will get a little liquored up and they'll start performing WWE wrestling moves on one another and put one another through tables. It's happened. It's happened plenty of times. They've kind of outlawed that this year, but again, paying homage and a nod to all these different things within the Bills Mafia. But the coolest thing is there is the likeness of a super Bills fan, or I guess you want to call him a super fan, and his name is Pancho Billa. His real name is Ezra Castro, and he usually wears a Bills luchador mask in addition to a sombrero, and his likeness is on the can. I don't know if it'll pick it up on the camera, but you can check it out. Basically he has some foundations, fans against child abuse, fans against violence, and he himself is actually going up through a personal battle with cancer. So portions of the proceed of this beer goes towards his foundations, which I thought was really cool of Thin Man to support that. So regardless of what I ultimately think about this beer, I think it's an awesome cause, and I really do like the canon. It's awesome that Thin Man is supporting the Buffalo Bills and Bills fans. So yeah, anyway, let's crack this open. German-style Pills. We'll see what it has to offer. German Pills, they're all right for me. I don't go nuts about them. Some are better than others, clearly, but we'll see. They don't mention what they're brewing this with. I'd imagine noble hops and whatnot. I did read something a while ago that said this was like an upgraded version of Thin Man's Buffalo Pills, which was like their house Pilsner. So that's cool. So yeah, I guess it's a bit darker golden straw color. Great clarity to this one. Decent carbonation. A finger of a bright white, creamy looking head. But yeah, that looks like a German Pills, I would say anyway. Let's get a nose on it. Yeah, smells like a classic Pilsner. You have this nice biscuity, almost crackery malt character to this one. A little bit of like the spicy, floral, earthy, noble hop character as well. Maybe even a touch of like a lemony, like a lemon pith going on. I'm inhaling the beer because, again, if you're not inhaling the beer, you're not enjoying it correctly. Yeah, I mean, this one smells like a classic German-style Pilsner. It has all the characters you'd expect from it, and yeah, I want to get into it. Cheers. It's nice. First thing, the malt is great in this one. It's your classic, German-style Pilsner malt. More biscuity than crackery, but tons of biscuity, crackery malt component this one. The body on this one, despite it's only 4.9%, this is like lower side of medium to straight up medium bodied. It has a decent heft behind it, even though it's sub 5%. Very effervescent, crisp on the palate, super refreshing. It has a nice balance between the sweeter malt characters and the noble hop component to it as well. There's a little bit of that lemony pith throughout the palate. but the finish has this nice spicy and floral finish to it. The finish is relatively dry. Yeah, this is a really, really well constructed and nicely made beer. It's not going to blow your socks off. This is not going to, no one's going to drink this and be like, oh my God, this is the, well, maybe somebody will. Let me take that back. Somebody might drink this and think it's absolutely amazing. And that's the great thing about craft beer. We all have different palates, likes, dislikes, the whole nine. The whole beer is subjective thing that so many people mention all the time. At this point, I'd like to mention it because we all do have different palates, and something you like, I might not like, and vice versa. But I will say this is a well-made German-style Pilsner. But I don't think this is, setting a new standard or anything. It's just a good representation of the style, at least for me personally. As far as rating goes on this one, I'm going to give the Pills Mafia from Thin Man, I'm going to give it a solid 3.75 out of 5. So like I said, a well-made German-style Pilsner. There's no off flavors in here. It has a nice balance between the sweet malt character and like the floral, spicy hop component. It's very refreshing. You could certainly drink a I think come in 4-packs, so there's the 16-ounce tall boys. Easily drink a 4-pack during tailgating, or maybe a couple of them, right? But yeah, so this is a well-made beer. If you see this locally, and I don't know if they're going to keep on rebrewing this. They brewed it early September for football season. I don't know if they're going to brew it a couple more times throughout the rest of fall and into winter. But if they do, and you like German-style Pilsners, check it out. Give it a go. I recommend trying this out. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to have like a part 2 of this. It's not really a 2-part series, but it's I'm going to do them back to back. Local brewery, Community Beer Works out of Buffalo, New York, did a Let's Go Pills. So I'm going to try to see what the difference is between that one and this one, because they're both Pilsners. Anyway, until the next one, cheers.